Okay, so this is it. I'm going to be reading Diana in all 4 issues of BRZRKR. So let's get to it. Starts with B. In the rain, looking sad. Okay. Okay, I missed something. I missed something. Okay. Time. Time is a funny thing. Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. We've been working together for a year. Does that feel like a long time to you? But I've felt a lot of connections. Connections end up hurting. Connections don't end well with me. I like to think this is different. I promised to help you. And I have, haven't I? Something happened today. What I mean is, your chart spiked. Your temporal lobe. I saw activity there. Your branches lit up that weren't active before. And I think that adjustments in your protocol are helping. They're helping you remember. You have a perfect memory up to a point. Every day you remember. Every day. You remember completely. But there are days you don't want to remember. Something happened to you today, out in the field. Something different. You had a breakthrough, but you have to trust me. Did you have thoughts of suicide today? You want immortality. And I promised a year ago to help you reach that objective. You know that's what this is all about. You're helping us. We're helping you. More importantly, I am helping you. This is more of a job for me. I've been working with you for a year now. I know you're not a god. I don't believe in gods. I don't worship you. I don't fear you. I don't want anything from you. It's not that simple. You're not that simple. Some things that we just don't understand yet. And you're right, I do want something. What I want is to understand you. But let's keep going. We're getting close. I was tracking your hormonal levels in real time. And you have significant spikes in unusual places. Your non-blood clotting electrolytes were off the charts. What? What's funny? Since you met me, that's why I can help you now. You did well out there today, but something was different. What was it? I saw something new. On the monitors, I saw new pathways light up in your brain. The new protocols seemed to be working. I saw pathways in your brain that had never been blocking before, for a long time. Something was different. What happened out there today? Okay. Reading Diana's part in issue 2 now. It starts talking. Wait. Just stop. Okay. This is the same story you've been telling for 70,000 years. I've read this before. The new protocols I've been giving you. I can't see it here on the monitors. You're remembering more than you ever have before. But you need to die. You need to dig in. I know you want to remember. You want answers just as much as I do. But we're so close. You remembered being born, Bee. The next time you go berserker. I was going to say recharge. I just don't want you to backslide. If we could narrow down on local flaws, it might give us a clue to where. Okay, well, we can circle back around to that. How are you feeling now? No, I mean your hand. Can you feel your fingertips? Let me reiterate, on behalf of the United States government, we are eternally grateful for your continued efforts on our behalf. We've made real progress today, don't you think? But my protocols, our protocols, they're working. You see our results. Just a little more. I want you to go back. Remember the first time. First time you realised what you truly were. Issue 3, the Diana bit. Okay. It only had been 2 seasons since he was born, but already he was making an impact, leaving his mark. In only 2 seasons, he had become a man. Geography is key. The valley was uniquely positioned. Mountains to the east, river dwellers to the south, plainsmen to the north, and colder climes to the west. They were expanding their borders, and he began to have his doubts. This was him at his most raw, his most primal. He was straining at his leash, needing to be set loose. And he was set loose. Long before the protocols, his adolescence was being shaped. Was he born this way? Or was he made? But those conditioned influence, they were beginning to splinter. Even as carnage continued, he stopped talking after that. He needed a break. We still haven't unlocked his DNA or solved the mystery of his unconscious mind acids, his quantum molecules. His father, a god, arriving by lightning strike. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? We still don't know anything. Yeah, he trusts me. In the meantime, I'm going to collaborate his protocols right now. He's on his way back from some network in Chile. You know. Look, B, it's working, I promise. You know your origins are important to our science. It might help us, but it can also help you, cure you. Okay, you can start anytime you're ready. Back to 80,000 years ago. You remember dying. Are you sure? Colwell, Diana, I won't be in for a couple of days. How did that make you feel? You knew. We need to talk. I haven't been completely honest with you. Look, no wires, no drugs, no science. Just me and the truth.
In issue 1, introduce people to the character of B, and we're kind of telling this, like you say, modern day story. And so basically B is being studied by a kind of black ops operation, undercover secret government program. And at the same time, they're trying to learn about him physically, and they're finding that through emotions, that memories, he has perfect memory, but he's repressed some memories. And they're kind of, this one character, Diana, who's this scientist, is kind of looking into his emotional state, and he's telling the story of his origin story as he remembers it. And so we're going back 80,000 years ago, to this tribe of people who were being attacked and had gone to the gods, this husband, wife, man, woman partnership, and asked for some help to the gods. And the mother ends up getting impregnated by this.
Take some power. I love it.
By this horse. and is born in 2 moons. And what they find is that their child has a craving for violence, a kind of blood. But they ask for a protector for the tribe. They ask for a weapon, something to help them. And so this boy was born with this, as he's called, a gift. But as he's growing up, he wants to protect the tribe. But that starts to take a kind of turn. His father ends up taking this gift and starting to become exploited in the origin story. And at the same time, the character, as we call him, B, is being studied by the United States, but the character hides in violence. He's compelled to violence. So they're using him for black ops operations and basically having him on a leash and then letting him go. And that's the kind of contract he has. So he can kind of go through this curse that he has that, hide within violence. And so he's kind of using them, and they're saying that with their technology and studying him, they might be able to help him find a way, because he doesn't want to die, but he's looking to remove this curse to have his, I guess, in a way, freedom. And so he thinks that they're studying him for maybe super soldiers and immortality, and he just wants to be free.